Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's the 20th of November, 2024. I'm down at Dickinson Bay Old Runaway area of Antigua and Barbuda, our main beach which deals with our tourism industry. And we're told about global warming and greenhouse effect, and we hosted the SIDS conference just earlier up in this year. And at present, the Prime Minister just traveled to Azerbaijan to talk about all the effects that global warming having on the small island nations such as Antigua and Barbuda. Now, you know, Zizi, they have a saying, talk is cheap.
Of course, and it's pretty
And when
expensive.
that cheap come in, nothing come cheaper than what Gaston Browne saying something and his actions. So we're going to show you what he did to Antiguans who have a business on Old Runaway when they're supposed to be employing people to improve the economy and pay their taxes. Their business has not been open for years because of the actions of the Gaston Browne administration. Old Runaway, Lobster Shack, that is the location. Go right ahead, Zizi, take it away.
Now, today, folks, the day started with some lovely showers, as we would put it, as good weather for young ducks. And you and I are two old quacks. But anyway, we're down at the former lobster shack area, down at Runaway Beach. They call it the Old Runaway. And we are highlighting something here that has been damaging the coastal area. More so, businesses that depend on the tourism dollar and other dollar that there is. Now, Vay, you're going to have to help me out with this one because you know, as usual, we go on the record and off the record.
Yeah.
But on the record, complaints have been made to numerous individuals about the way in which that local businesses are treated, especially within the tourist sector. And we have been approached by the operators of
the
lobster shack to point out some of the things that have been happening when there is groundswell, especially during the November period.
Yeah.
And they have used their resources, financial resources, to protect the coastal area by putting boulders to stop the high surge, or swell, as some people may call it. Now, today, I'm learning that the stone is never removed by order of the Prime Minister.
Browne. See, ladies and gentlemen, these stones here, right? These are not the original stones that were there.
No.
The boulders that were out there originally were put down there by the government of Antigua and Barbuda under the Lester Bird administration. My father was over public works.
Okay.
He was the one that saw that a local indigenous business would have their shoreline protected as much as possible by government so that the tourists can come and go to the beach. Now, this is what remains of what happened. This is not even what remains. Mr. Browne's administration came down here and removed the boulders that were there, all of them. These boulders you see here, Mr. Gomes had to go and pay to have his boulders up at this point in time. And the boulders that were removed from this spot by the Gaston Browne administration went to Jolly Harbour to protect another business. But the local black man business is left to fend for itself. And you see the Prime Minister is talking about Azerbaijan, about the global warming and the effects on the environment in Antigua and the coastline of Antigua and Barbuda. He's championing the causes, but his actions towards the Antiguan people makes you wonder. When he came into power, people saying he was power hungry. And he said, no, I'm not power hungry. I'm empowerment hungry. Remember that?
Yes,
Or you say
yes.
empowerment hungry? So if you want to empower Gilbert and Mama Francis, you're supposed to be so hungry. Come and empower them.
Exactly.
Come and empower them.
So here we are. You just mentioned about speaking in
Azerbaijan, man.
Azerbaijan, because I've been calling the word a few days ago. Azerbaijan in talks of climate change. This particular thing, you can't beg in this particular stuff because it's going from the 12th, no, from the 11th to the 24th of this month. And the talks are centered around policies, how parliamentarians, right, would make policies surrounding climate change. And what I will tell the people of Antigua and Barbuda, that the United Nations and other NGOs or non-governmental organizations who hand out these grants and so forth are now looking at Antigua and Barbuda that has not enacted any legislation where climate change is concerned.
Okay.
So they don't want to put in any legislation to... Oh yeah, look good. Don't look at me. Anyway, they don't want to put any legislation in, right? Yeah. That will affect them at the end of the day, that they can't go and beg no money. And when they get the money, they will ask, what did you do with the money? And so forth. So no laws are being enacted. So that is why when we go to these talks, that we go and create a set of committees in order to go and beg on the sideline.
Of course.
To see how much grants that we can get. And more so, we're still asking the Environment Division and an agent of the Ministry of Health, an agency of the Ministry of Health. That is not correcting some of the nonsense in them that this government get up and do with other people who are not protecting the environment.
Yeah.
Right?
It's easy.
So...
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
While I'm on that, there was some $200 million that's missing from out of the Department of the Environment. You know?
Yeah. Never to be seen.
No. They said that they were giving out cars, for land. People come and get loan. Because at one time, the Department of the Environment offered loan to people. What is this when they hear at all? A long list. But we're here today not for that. But just to point out some of these things.
What I want
now,
to say,
however,
really,
if you look and see that if the Mr. Gums did not put these things here.
Yeah, the boulders.
This little piece of beach.
Private. He had to go put down his own boulders. When the government had already, it was agreed with the government on the Lesterbird administration that they will put these boulders down to help a local business.
Exactly.
His own is not the only one that they helped out along this beach line.
Oh, yeah.
You understand? But the sad situation is, for some reason, Mr. Gums is being targeted. And that is what we want to point out. Those boulders are supposed to save that little beach of sand in front of the hotel and restaurant. So you can bring in tourists. They can go and sunbathe and tan their skins and so on.
But when you remove the people and cheer and they carry them where you want to carry them.
They not only took away the boulders, but they took away the beach chairs. You understand? And people, because the property is left open like that. Because there's a fence. Look, let me show you the fence right here. That's the fence over there. Let us say that is the southern side. Right? On that side now, you have Mr. Gums trying to protect his property from vandals or whosoever work unwanted elements. When they go and remove the boulders, they rake up all the man fence so that all his beachers were left out there. They walk with that. And later on in the night, people went and even removed his AC units from his hotel bungalows.
So then they come here and take out the sub and them?
Yeah. That is what we want to let the people of Antigua and Barbuda know.
Yeah, that is
But at
craziness.
the end of the day, they had the government sanction putting on these boulders. And then government came back, moved the boulders that they put down and carried them to Jolly Harbour, where a local Antiguan, a born Antiguan, Gilbert Gums and Violet Francis, of this business cannot open for years, since around
because of what they
before
do to
COVID.
them.
Because the water rushed right into the hotel, rushed right into the restaurant. Yeah, I remember when Polly was alive. I was around, yes. Oh, the water come right up now, right in there now.
So you're saying, hold on. So all the way this your day, these
You
are
see-
water burns.
Yeah. This is the restaurant at the front, the Lobster Shack, right?
Well,
when
what?
those boulders weren't there, water was coming up. So the government decided on lesson to put boulders down to assist them to continue their business as local Antigans. And look at it, they shut it up right now. Those kind of
My goodness.
The restaurant has not been able to open in years. Because of what Mr. Browne has chosen to do to these people. This is the sad circumstance we're facing.
So my question is, Lone Wolf. Does he have a reason? Does he have a reason for him to?
The reason is greed.
What is this when they hear no
That is
Pinocchio
all I
can't
can say.
give
It's
them money?
not the only beachfront property that has boulders put in front of it. And government has assisted many persons to safeguard their properties and their businesses. And all of a sudden now there's some sort of vindictiveness, some sort of spite, some sort of bile he has in his blood for local Antigans. They mustn't have more than him. That is my take on it. It's just naked greed, covetousness. So that is
you foreigner?
sad circumstances. This is the property here, Lobster Shack and the bungalows, and it has failed to be able to open because of an uncaring government. And that is what we wanted to let you see. We're going to do some drive-bys now so you can get a better feel for what's happening out there. What happened?
So, Wolf, my point is here. I'm going to ask Violet. So, all the way go back to this house up here, a part of the property?
All over it belong to us.
Okay.
And there and we are in the middle of them.
Right, close to them, the white fence. And
That is what we call Old Runaway Beach there. That is one you access to
right
by the
down
swamp.
where the boulders are.
And you will have that pipe. You know, remember that pipe going out to the oil
to the rig
outside there?
Yeah.
That is Old Runaway. So when you go that's on the southern side of Mr. Gum's property. Right? Runaway Bay. And here now,
Try.
here now we see where the problem is.
Because
All those boulders there are not government anymore. Those used to be government boulders. They've all been moved.
this is between Lily and
This is what sad circumstances what is happening here right now. So we just wanted to highlight that to you. And you can see even today it's not the roughest day in the world, but you can see how rough it is that the boulders are saving the property from the tide coming on and going up onto the land. But unfortunately, that's all Mr. Gums putting down his own boulders. No assistance from the government. There's a lot of talk. There's a lot of talk going on about what's happening here. There's a lot of talk going on about here.
Let me go over
But
here.
it's just talk, unfortunately.
All right. So,
Nah, just showing them the patch of beachfront that you're trying to get to save for the tourists. And even now, so Mr. Gums, it's only a limited amount of stones there. There's still an open point right
but
here.
my question is that if you're having a business like this and you have bungalows, right? And you're at the beachfront, And there's some way that you would want to enjoy a dip in the ocean. If
Naturally,
you come to the land of 365 beaches.
365 beaches, and you gonna come and say what?
You
going
come-
to a pool?
Exactly. Well, it is so, unfair,
Yeah.
right? For you to look at Antiguans and Barbudans who are operating a small or medium business, for you to just come and just harass them and do so, for them get fed up and give up.
Yeah.
You understand me? So that
Throw
you
their hands in
can,
the air.
and then when you're done, you cuss them and tell them that them this, them that, and whatnot. They don't know how to run business and all them other things.
This is, I'm giving you a higher view of the whole layout of the property. But that is it on the, what we say now, the eastern side is the salt pond, McKinnon salt pond. So they kind of sandwich between that problem there and the problem with the tides. And you would think that a caring government that held the SIDS conference would lend an ear to the grievances of local Antiguans. In a matter, they don't care. And that is what we want to bring to you all in Antigua and Barbuda, just the uncaringness of this government. How they do not care about the local people in Antigua and Barbuda.
Imagine. You
Guys, we're going to end the broadcast shortly. We just want to let you know that talk is cheap. And people will come and talk at these international conferences and the United Nations, and they'll go to Azerbaijan, take up a plane, and go travel halfway around the world, champion the cause of fighting global warming, greenhouse effect, and degradation of the beach coastal lines in your country.
While people are protecting the coastline and also protecting their homes and other things from the ravages of weathers and so, Jolly Harbour resident is enjoying what
A previous government had tried to help.
previous government had tried to help a known businessman and woman in protecting, what's left of our beaches,
Yeah.
right? Because all the ravages that we think about is only between June and November. And between June and November, we speak about climate change. Okay, only when there is a meeting come up that they have to go
And go beg money.
And go beg money on the side. That we work with 8 and 10 people.
Grovel, beg.
Exactly. Why the person that deals with the environment no go talk? Why him?
Yeah, it was formerly Diane Blackley. I think she retired now.
But however,
she never hear she attacked no on the internet.
However,
Yeah, that too, but yeah, she spoke well.
She what?
But in action, she and all left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, so
the drone is coming back now because we've been out for a good half an hour. We're going to end it right there. As I said, this is the Wolf and the Conqueror Road Show. Contact me if you want to discuss anything. Me, my Joan, and Zizi will come. The number for me, Weber the Third, is the Lone Wolf is 775-7201.
And you can get me at 725-7841. Wait there. Okay, so folks, we're going to close it off now. Thank you so much for tracking with us. And I would have to advertise to them and let them know. We'll be going on a hiatus. Man,
At some point, no, we'll still have another week or two.
Yeah.
Don't rush it.
No,